Hi guys, how are you doing today? I will be making a frog. It's the remaining part of one of the custom orders that I have, so I need to get this finished. Should have had this done quite a while back, and I have not. So what I will be doing, but first things first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let me know how you're doing and where you're touching bases at. So what I have right now is some glass eyes. These are like glass eyes, I guess. And so I'm trying to make sure that I get them lined up, which way is like up and down. And it looks like the line is a little more closer to the center. So what I am going to do, and I learned this from the amazing Julie, Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out, that taught about, okay, leave the backing on because they're actually stickers, and then just kind of like draw a line from where it's at. If you hold it up to the light, like I have like a little light right there, so trying to, yeah, so that way I can tell. Maybe I can. I should have gotten like a marker. That would have worked a little bit better. Seems like, okay, the things that shouldn't take the hardest are the things I struggle with the most. All right, so let me get this one. Y'all are tired of hearing me say, All right, let's see. Make sure. It's like it's playing tricks on me. All right. So that way I know I have them right side up. Now, what I will be doing, let's see here. Let me get my gloves on. And, these are those large gloves. These are the ones that came with a kit, so they are kind of, they're large. All right, UV resin. Now, I noticed with the other ones, I got just a little bit too much in the eyes, and I'm just trying, oh, I want the hair in there. Let's see here. Let's see how the eyes are more off to the side, so I just need to remember that. So I'm just going to try to get a small dab of that in there. And let's see, which way should his eyes go? Should they go more in the center? I guess I should have thought about that. Yeah, more in the center, because I think if it's on the outside, he is going to look this is a she. I think I think these are 10 mLs, and I really think I could have gone with like, maybe these are 8s. I really could have definitely gone with smaller ones. I'm just kind of like looking at it to make sure it looks good. And I should know, stop fiddling with it, because when you do that, you just kind of like make a mess. And that's one of the reasons too why I think I get like a bubble. I'm just gonna kind of like do that from that side first. And so what I'll do is go ahead and get the other side set in here. I'm just gonna hold it. If I could get better with my editing and be able to like fast forward this and what have you, then I could just kind of like do this and just fast forward. I'm not quite sure how to get that done, but I will try. All right, let me see if I can get this to fast forward. All right, guys, so I've put the frog into the double-sided UV light, and so I will be mixing up a total of 60 mLs of the epoxy resin. So I will do 30 of A and 30 of part B. And I'm using the Teexpert epoxy resin. So I thought I would give this a try again. I believe I started using this at the very, very beginning. And then I, maybe there was like a sale or something on the Let's Resin or something like that. Or whichever other brand I decided to try. It just depends on the pricing, and sometimes I was really highly influenced by, it's like, oh, someone else was using this brand. I really should be using that brand. And so I got the pump one, and my pump would never work properly on it, and I wasted so much of the resin. I cannot see these little things. Oh gosh, I will pour way too much. I'm gonna try not to. All right, so I think I've gotten like 40 of that. I don't want that much in there. Oh, no, that is right at 30. Oh my gosh, perfect. That is right at 30, isn't it? Yeah. I think no company should ever make these plastic measuring things without black print or red print or anything other than no color. But it's okay. I guess I can always mark it with a Sharpie or something. Sorry. And, oh, so I was actually saying that I'm using a Teexpert. And, oh my gosh, this is just a regular casting one. And so this happened to have been on sale. And y'all may have seen me when I first opened it. I had it for, a bit because I'd gotten it when it was Prime Day. And it had kind of like wasted and stuff like that. So actually, I just Amazon had refunded me for it because I couldn't reach anyone with the company or anything. But then the company did reach out to me. They were so sweet. And so they did send me another set of the cups. And their customer service is absolutely amazing. And they offered to refund, and I told them it was already refunded by Amazon. So, but then they also are sending me a new set of resin. So I did receive the cups. I think I've already put them away. And so I'm like, yes, that's awesome, because resin is really getting even more expensive, I've noticed. I'm just trying to make sure I have it measured accurately. All right, looks spot on. Put this in my trash bag down there. Need another wipe. So if anyone's kind of like a beginner, I remember when I don't even remember who I first started watching when I was doing epoxy resin. Probably, I don't know, maybe Julie Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out. I think she was one of the first ones. And then Michelle from Glitz and Glitter. Those were some of the two bigger ones that I had just really started watching and learned so much from. I definitely learned so much from them both. And so it's so good just watching, being able to watch different YouTubers and seeing how to do things. It's like, oh, how should I do this and how should I do that? And one of the things is I am a gadget person. I love gadgets. And so it's like I am a sucker for it when it's like, oh, get this, get that, get that. And not that they were really promoting or anything like that. But it was just, it's like I would see something and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then I would go research it. And I'm like, oh, well, I must need that. Because they're so good at what they do then. This will definitely make me so much better. Boy, oh boy. So y'all have probably seen throughout all of my many videos when I do resin work, I usually have a gadget. But my advice to someone starting out new, just find a resin that says it has low VOCs, and kind of like look at the reviews and everything. Low odor. That's one of the main things, because at the beginning, wow, the odor really was what bothered me. And I can't remember the very first one I got. I got like a little small bottle like this, and it was not to do resin work. It was to preserve my pour paintings. And needless to say, I never did even use it on it, because let me tell you, epoxy scared the living daylights out of me. I'm like, yeah, nope, not doing it. Because I saw things about flash curing and blah, blah, blah. And then I watched this one video how epoxy was killing her. And I'm like, oh no, what have I done? And so many months later, I have, oh, the mold addiction is bad, really, really bad. So, I shouldn't say it's bad. It's, yeah, we all have our vices and gadgets, and it goes from whatever is at the time for me. And right now it happens to be being able to do this when I can and for the least amount of money. And so Temu, when I came across that, because someone in the parking lot saw her dress, loved it, and she told me where she got it from. Then I thought, oh, I wonder if they have molds on it. Sure enough, they did. Boy, oh boy. And that's probably been 8 months. And it's like, as soon as I think I have all the molds I ever need, which I probably do. I probably do not need another mold. Now, whether or not I want another mold, that's a whole different thing. All right, So I need to stay focused on what I'm doing. This should be thoroughly mixed up. And so you're asking, why did I mix so much of this? Well, to tell you what I am going to do, I'm going to pour a little bit of this in here. And I just really need to get that, the shell. I need to get a butterfly in it. And I also need to get, because this is a custom one, I have a butterfly that needs to go in here and 3 little stones that were provided by the customer's granddaughter. So I need to make sure that I get those done. And I've gotten my marching orders with the colors. She wants this to be red, purple, and blue. So I am just putting a little bit of my absolute favorite. This is by Mayspring and is the Dazzling Diamond. I put this in just about everything. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's so fun and so light where it stays suspended. And so I never knew about like, oh, having to get stuff to suspend, because it's the only thing I ever really used at the beginning. And I think the reason I found this, I got this from Amazon, and I think I got it because it was on sale and it was probably like some kind of promo, and so I got it. Once I can get my table more organized, I was able to get some things taken off. I want to work on a canvas of pour painting. Right now, epoxy's kind of like taken over. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have a game plan. And so if I'm not talking, it's because I am concentrating. So. All right. I'm just thinking whether or not I just want to, I'm trying to remember how I did the other ones. I probably need to go back and watch my own videos, but yeah, I think this is just the way I want it, because it's kind of like going right up into the eye area, and that'll keep those eyes in there, and they work here in there, and that's going to give it some glitter. And I will wait before I put the butterfly in there. Actually, the butterfly can go in. So we're doing, and actually I may try to trim. So these are stickers, but I'm not taking the backs off of it or anything. Just trying to see if there's anything. And I'm just kind of like letting that, sliding that down in there. I kind of want that butterfly to stay closer to the front, because I have 3 little stones and I have flowers, but I have 3 little stones that have got to go in there. And this little blue one, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put those by the stones, and then these. I think this blue one is gonna go up by the head. I'm gonna kind of like push that, because normally I put that in a little bit. Come on, Rachel, don't mess it up. You can always get another flower. Just kind of trying to like poke that in there, and I will babysit this for a little bit, and then as it gets thicker, I will pour more in it. Actually, I think I am going to let that go to the front like that. Oh, boogers. Alright, no, I think that's pretty better. I'm just trying to get this flower centered a little bit. I want it more right like between the eye area. Alright, I think that's good. And I'll keep babysitting that. That is good. Actually, I will lay you right there. And now these can go back in there. And I have the 3 little stones right there. And now this, I am going to mix a little bit of green up because I'm doing this turtle with a little frog on it. And so let's see here. I'm going to pour, I have no, oh, I thought something was in there, but it's fine. All right. Let's start with that amount. Sticking that in there. Oh, you know what? I should spray this. I filled my alcohol ink up, so I have to be careful not to push on that because can you see how, you can probably see, I don't know if you can see how super thin this mold is. You probably can't. I'll take my word for it. It is super thin right there. So if I do any little dabbing or poking, it is going to go right through there. All right, so I need some green. And I'm wondering if I should, do I have a green one of this Lightwish one? I don't think that, yeah, they do have a green one. Good. Oh, gosh, I didn't mean to do all of that. Yeah, shake this up. I still don't fully understand the whole, how the Lightwish Starry Night thing works. I have not quite figured that out yet, and I know I'm gonna just do 2 and mix that up and see how it, let's see how it looks. Now I did use it with UV resin, and so I don't know if it's more of an interference. I need to really look it up because I want to use it properly. Because I think I actually, you know, at the beginning I was like, oh, this stuff's awful, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm sure it's because I didn't know how to use it. And they pretty much said that too. So I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. Because they said that it worked properly. And I'm sure it did. So now I am looking for some green alcohol ink. And I think I have some. Actually, this is light green resin dye. So, oh, I should always shake these up. I don't know why I don't think about doing that. Is this open? Yeah, actually, this is one that I cut the tip off. Don't cut the tips off of them. They usually come with little tiny stick prick pins or something like that. You can actually get the little pin that like this and use that to poke a hole in it. But usually this comes with extra little caps too, so if you've cut it down or if you've dipped it into the resin and then it cures, you don't realize you've gotten into the resin. That's like a really pretty, like, limey green. And I don't think I'm upset with that. Actually, I think I have some crushed glass somewhere. That would be pretty in that. But you know what? That's going to sink straight to the bottom. And I don't think I want that. I'm just trying to look at that flower to make sure that flower stays put. And I think I'm actually happy with this. And I am going to pour it down there into the little, woo! I need it very little bit. Someone was probably with this mold was like, yeah, you don't need that much. It's a tiny little tadpole. But I didn't know. And I can't tell how far this goes down in here. I'm using a little dotting tool, but I'm using the silicone end because I don't know how far the arms go. Well, arms, legs, the front legs go. And I'm just trying to make sure that the little legs have it. I don't want them to be all kinds of funky colors. And I wanted him to be lighter, him, her. I think it's going to be a her. This is going to be a cute little girly frog. I think it's going to be a cute little girly frog. Yes, it is. And I'm just trying to make sure I get the resin fully covered in that. Oh, wow. I have so much resin left, guys. So much. All right. I think let's go. The little legs, I don't know, the little feet are not going to be, I am going to have to try to do something else with the feet. I probably should have used mica powder. And I guess I still can. All right, there's no green going in there. So guess what? I need another mold. All right, let me see what I'm going to do with the rest of this, and I'll be back when it's this part is cured, and I can add the rest of the flowers and the rocks and mix up the coloring for the backing, and I'll be back. All right, so it is not demolding time by any means. I'm still kind of like fiddling with it some, but I figured instead of just waiting for the glue to dry, so to say, no fun. I am going to color in some of the shell. I'm just going to use some of these chameleon powders, and I was just picking out a bunch of different ones. Not really any good rhyme or reason, I guess. Just colors. I have a lot of them out here, which I will not be using them all. I will use many of them, but many of them I won't be. So I'm just going to get me one of my paintbrushes here and just start painting. I don't think I need to have my gloves on for this because my hands are so hot. So hopefully I'm not going to get my hands into any sticky resin. If I have to mess with the resin again, I have a popsicle stick in there to kind of like hold that flower into place, and every now and then I have to poke that butterfly in. So I figure since I'm sitting here babysitting it, just as well to try to take care of a couple birds with one stone here. Now I know I had some paintbrushes out, and I do, and I'm just going to try to stay away from the part that has like the wet resin in it. Look, this has been in the wash, and you can't see it. There was like dry resin that kind of like ate through my apron. I probably need to get me a new apron at some point, but it's okay. So I am just going to try to color this in some. And I don't think I really need to make it a pattern. I'm just Ooh, yep, and that did get into resin, I think. So I'm gonna have to really be careful of that. Oh yeah, there's definitely resin over there. And I thought I was doing really good at not getting resin up on all of the sides, but see, I'm just trying to color that shell in some. But you know what? I've started it, so let's just keep going. It will be what it will be, and I'm hoping it's going to be really nice. But who knows? Who knows? You know, if you follow the rules, which are there really rules? Yes, there are some rules. Well, some guidelines. I don't know if it's necessarily rules, but some guidelines. I don't know. Have you ever seen like a red turtle? No, I haven't. Spray that, which I think this probably had resin on it, and now my hands feel sticky. It's alright, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright, so I will continue doing this, and then I will be back when it's time for me to maybe pour the resin in the air. So it's going to take a while for that to kind of like cure up. I probably should have did it in epoxy, but I didn't. It's okay. Be back. All right, so I will be finishing up this is the main event resin project. I have so many things out, I know, and I am trying to get some of this stuff put away so it's not so distracting for me and for you. But I pulled out several different things so I could just try to you know, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what can I mix together to get this to what I am somewhat envisioning to be. So I pulled out all of my glitters, and these, I think I've picked from everything in here that I need. And most of my glitters I get from Michael's, or I know I've picked up a few from, I have no idea where, but the majority are from Michael's. So the predominant color in here, well, there's three, but the predominant one will be red, and she also wants the purple and the blue. So I'm thinking on the background, because I will be doing a solid backing, I will be mixing one of these, look at that, isn't it beautiful, along with this is chameleon paste, and these are the flowers that have to go in here because they are purple and white. And she wants lots of glitter, so I will be picking one or all three of these and mixing just a tiny bit so it gives a little sparkle, because I want it intertwined in that. I think I will also put a dash of one of these blues in there. Maybe both. This is why I have so many of them out. This is very much like in the family of these, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure which ones I'll be using. So let me go ahead and make that decision and start working on these and get this done. These are all extras that I had. I tried to do that, oh gosh, what do you call it? I don't know, where you, because the resin was getting very warm, so I dropped alcohol inks in it and what have you. And this also I want to finish up, so I'm going to try to like put some different green on top of that, so the little frog really looks green in there. All right, well, let me get started on this, and I'll be back with the filming after I've made my decisions on what to do. And you can see the three little stones and the butterfly and the eyes. Isn't it pretty? I think that's pretty. All right, so hopefully it turns out absolutely amazing, and this little girl just loves it, loves it, loves it. All right, I'll be back. Okay guys, so what I am trying to do, I was trying to figure out what color to do the legs, or do I just do the toes one color and the legs another color. I want it to be like happy colors, but a mixture of all three of the colors that she wants it to be. So I know this isn't red, but I put like a tiny bit of pink in it. And these are the, what is this? This is the Let's Resin, I think it's the hieroglyphic pink. This is laser palette. Absolutely adore this stuff. This came from Temu, so I put a tiny bit of that one in it because this is like a blue silvery. Then I put a tiny bit of this in it. And then I put a tiny bit of this red extra fine glitter. I don't know if that's going to rub on it. So what I want to do is just kind of like, what do you call it? Burnish it down into the legs and the feet. So I'm going to mix this up. And let's see. Hopefully I don't get brown. I just want it to be like a little bit of each. It does look kind of dark. Yeah, I don't know if that really worked or not. Just looks like a darker version of this. But we'll see. I'm hoping that it will come through. And let's just try a little bit. So all I can do is try it. That's kind of like what it looks like. It's pretty. But I want it to be the colors that she really wants it to be. Might try adding a little bit more red to it. All right, let me go ahead and do this. It's pretty. It is pretty. Look at that. I think that's pretty. I hope she thinks it's pretty too. So I'm doing the legs now, so when I do pour the resin, I'm just going to do it a little bit up higher, do it at another level, but it's going to have a little more of the red sparkle and the glitter in it, and more of the flowers. All right, I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and finish painting these, well, burnishing it. I guess that's what it's called, right? Burnishing? And yeah, it just really looks like it's a darker version of this. I wanted it to have a, let me see if that red will stay in there. I think it will. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more of this red because I want some of that red to really come through. Yeah, put a little bit more of that in there. I don't know if you can see that. There, maybe like that. Try not to drop it down in it. Just gonna kind of like mix that up a little bit more. I think it just makes it darker. Oh, I can see some of the red. All right. All right, I will continue on and be back. All right, well, I have finished putting all of the glitter, the laser glitter, laser powder into the legs. I'm hoping, I'm using my magnifying glass because it's like I want to make sure that the red is in there, and it is. So you can see like little sparkles of the red, and it's the purple, and it has the blue. So it's all the colors that she wanted. And I'm just kind of like turning it over. I'm being careful not to break that seal in there. So you can see where the little eyes and a sweet little butterfly and her precious little stones that she has in there. Oh, and you do want this to turn out so well. I'm really hoping that it turns out well. Now, the resin doesn't look as clear as I would like for it to look. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just my eyes. Yeah, it's clear. I think it's just a reflection of the stones and stuff. So I just want to make sure that the legs are completely covered. All areas. And I did a little bit of cleanup. It wasn't a lot. And now, all right. So I'm kind of like doing this as I go, guys. Trying to like figure out what to do and what kind of like speaks to me. I have a little bit of that left, so I will use that in some kind of extra. And so let's see here. I'm just thinking out loud. Now I know I want this to be on the back end of it, on the very back, and these to be on the very, very back of it. So it's the purple and the blue. So this next layer is going to have a little bit more of the red in it. I need another one of these. I think I can put these somewhere else. Just like the little extra eyes that I have. I don't want to lose them now. I know I have more of the little tiny, yeah, there's one right here. All right, let's see here. I'm just trying to put some colors together. I don't want it to be so dark pink, red, that you can't see, because I need the flowers to be able to shine through. So that might actually be too much. Let's see, let me put a little bit more of that back in here. All right. And this one is, I think, called Garnet. This is Cherry. This is Garnet. That cherry might just be enough. I think I'm going to stick with that. And I don't think I want any alcohol ink in it, because I need these flowers to shine through. I'm going to snip some of this off, though. I know I have little snippers somewhere. Not that one. Oh, not that one. Well, maybe third time's the charm here. Not that one. Third time was not a charm. Oh my gosh. So I know I have clippers. Alright, I'm just going to have to try to use these scissors then. Well, that's interesting. So I'm going to kind of like put my glove over it there, because I don't want anything falling into it. And I'm just going to try to snip off some of this. I don't mind it having some of the yellow. And also, I know I need to be super careful not to snip it too close, because the flower might fall apart. That one went to. All right. Yeah, I just don't want it to be so big. I thought I had some, oh yeah, here's another one. All right. Now, oh, I didn't cut that one off, did I? And I didn't cut the one off that I put in the top part. But that should be okay. I just want this to be, to really look nice. I don't think I have any chunky red glitter. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want it to be too much of everything. All right, let me go ahead and mix some resin together, see how this is going to look. Oh, I can put one of these in it. That's why I have these out. All right, so she wants purple and blue. It's a purple and blue. Ooh, that's really dark purple blue. That's super light. So I don't want it to go too dark. All right, so I'll pick out one of these. Let me get some resin mixed up, and I'll get this next layer poured. Alright guys, so I have mixed up the red glitter with a little bit of the blue, and I've mixed up 40 mLs of the resin. I was actually going to put it in the bubble machine, but I think most of the bubbles have dissipated with putting the glitter in it. So that's actually kind of pretty. That's like what I wanted it to be, like very translucent with, but you can see the red. So now with that being said, you know what, should I just dump these in here? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I will do it this way. Just drop one of them in at a time, just to get the, and that way I can place them. I haven't really had problems with the flowers having bubbles in it, surprisingly. I'm just trying to get some of these up on this side. I'm just kind of like dipping it in here. I don't want to get that in the legs. I don't. Not so much in the legs. Because I will top, well, you know what? It's all right that it gets in the legs, because I will be top coating this. That flower doesn't want to open up there. Come on, there we go. I want to have two of the pale ones together. All right. Pretty. All right, let's pour this. And I am going to tilt this down some more because I want it to go up into the head. Oh, I could have mixed up a whole lot more. I think I'll have to. I'll have to mix some more of this up. I don't want it to move too much. Can you see that? Yeah. And it has some of the red in it. Yeah, I think I need to mix up just a bit more. Actually, I need to mix up a lot more because I need to go out and pour this. I want to get this one done. I'm going to do this, back this up in like a dark color, and I'm going to try to color the frog's legs in there a little bit better. See if I can get some more mica on it. All right, be back. Okay, I am back. I've mixed up about 4.5 ounces of resin, and I decided not to put any more in there because I forgot that I really want this chunky to kind of like lay on top of that and kind of like melt down in it a little bit, but not go to the bottom. So I need to let this cure a bit. And plus I need to kind of like babysit some of those flowers to make sure that they're down enough. So I also have it propped up on like a little stir stick just to elevate it a bit. So that I am going to let cure. I will be not cure completely, but I will be turning on my heating mat after I get done with this. And so these are all extra stuff. I'm just going to cover it in black. Petri. It was the Petri technique I was trying, but it's really pretty on the back. I can't quite tell what the front looks like. It looks like it might be kind of cool. And I may have let it gotten too cured. I really need to like look at some more videos of those. Now this I am putting in, it's laser paste, and I think it's black. It doesn't have the color on it, but I think it's black. I'm sorry. And I am going to put quite a, I'm not really, let me stir it up first. Yeah, it needs to be mixed up. Now I don't pull off all of that seal because I find where these pots leak out. Oh, yeah, you can really see where it needs to be mixed up. And this is just resin and it's that laser glitter that's been mixed up. I didn't realize you could do it with either part. You can make your own, so I may try that when I have a little bit left over from another one. Sorry, I'm probably not on camera. I'm just trying to get this mixed up. It's like mixing up almond butter. Why, I should probably take the lid off, which we'll see. Maybe not this time, but I will. I'm just trying to get it mixed up because that's like, oh, and not get that. Oh, look at that. All right, let's see here. Let's scoop this off. And that might actually be enough. Try to clean up some because I got this stains, you see. It definitely stains a lot, so I'm keeping that as far from that as possible. And let's see if I can get this mixed up in there. I might need some more. Yeah, I need a lot more. Let's see, it's not. I won't put that back in there because not like that. Oh. It's probably not helping now. I have 2 sticks in here. Yeah, it's not getting very opaque. All right, well, let me see. Let me just stir it some. You see, it's still very clear. Yeah, that's very, very translucent. All right, well, because I definitely wanted to have that glitter in it, though. It does. I'll let that set for a bit. This isn't quite working out the way I thought it would, but It's so pretty. I know I've used it before. Alright, going in with the big gun now. The black pigment base. Just trying not to make a huge mess of this. Which might be. Get in here. See, I don't like when it does all of that. But it is what it is. Wipe my gloves down. Let's see if that gets better. Oh yeah, that's getting opaque. Look at that. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh wow, I may have gotten way too much. Oh wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, that's gorgeous. Just trying to get it all mixed up because there's still a lot of pigment paste on here. Beautiful. It's like liquid gold. Oh no, it's black gold. That's what it's called. All right. And wow, that really stained that stick. Let's see if I can even get that cleaned off. Yeah, some of it. Wow, look at that. I hope I didn't put too much in it for the amount of resin I have. I don't know if it will affect the curing or not. Oh, it's in my little trash bag. Oh, I forgot. I have like light colored pants on. And I'm gonna get that on there. Whew. All right. Yes, I reuse my gloves quite often because, man, they're not getting ruined. Now, after this go, I probably won't be able to use it. Oh, this stuff gets everywhere. All right, let's see here. I want some shimmer in it, though. Come on now. Let's get a little bit of shimmer. You know, I have that left over, which I think I'm going to put in that. So, let's get a little bit of this in there. I'm just going to dip my stick in there. I don't know if that's even gonna come through. This is so dark. Yeah, you can see some of the shimmer. It just makes it sparkle. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Well, let's just go for it. Why the heck not? Let's just go for it. Let's see. I hope I have enough mix. Is that clumps coming out? Oh, I don't know. Alright guys, I will be back. I'm just going to top these off. See if I can shut my camera off. Alright guys, I am going to add an, oh no. Goodness, I'm about ready to make a mess already and I just started. So those are extras from the last pour and I just got that in there and it's black so it gets everywhere. Sorry, I'm trying to get a trash can. So I was definitely organized and prepared. All right, so I am going to mix up another 40 ounces of resin. 40 might actually be too much. I just want to get like a layer and get it up in the feet some, not a whole lot. But let's see here, I'm sorry, putting my trash bag, I have a little hook, a little command hook. But I wanted to mix up some of this beautiful chunky glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. These two look almost identical to me. This one, where's my glasses? My glasses are on. All right, so this is Lagoon, and this is Magical. They both look so similar to me. And then this one is, I don't know. I'm gonna mix that up in it with it. So I'll put my gloves on. I have a new pair of gloves right here because the other ones had gotten so coated. Ooh, this was kind of tacky. I need to take a trip to Target to get some more baby wipes. Oh. Let's see here. There we go. That's better. All right, I'm just gonna kind of like mix this up to see what I get. That's so pretty. It's a mixture of small and medium and all sizes. It's gorgeous though. I'm not normally one that's so into like glitter unless it's that shimmery diamond one. And this one is what, the Magical? So maybe this is just a little bit more chunkier. Yeah, it's about the same. I don't know, guys. Let's put a little bit more of the Magical in it. Maybe the other one was thinner. It's pretty. Nevertheless, it's beautiful. Only thing is, it's sticking to the bottom. So I don't necessarily want to do that. And clearly, I've used this one before. Oh, it's so pretty. Put a big old heaping spoon of that. All right, so I'm gonna put. I don't think I need 40 ounces because this is about 40 ounces. I think I'm just gonna do like 20. Let's cover it back up so I don't. All right, let me get the resin mixed up and I'll be back. Oh no, guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't even recording. I'm sorry I didn't hit it. But look at this, I mixed this all up and it is thick enough to cover up all of the flowers. So I am just letting this be my final layer. I'm just trying to encourage it over into the toes. It's so pretty. It's got a mixture of every kind of blue, red, chunky, fine glitter. It's so pretty. Got a little bit too much there. Make sure this gets all up into the toes. So pretty. All right, guys, I'll be back for the demolding. I'm so excited. Alright guys, so I do need to apologize. I was doing a lot of demolding and I had not pushed the play button. So, double checking it now to make sure it's done. So it's kind of hard to recreate what I've demolded. But these were the ones I tried to do the Petri dishes in. These are all extras. Where's the little baby one? Here it is. They're actually really pretty. I kind of wish that I did not coat these in the dark black, but I did. But they're still pretty. I don't want to drop these in my coffee. Sorry. Now these, this is from, these are the little charm mold. This one right here, these are all extras. That they just, you can barely see the glitter in it. But now if you look at the back, look how pretty the back looks. So, I don't know if it's because the mold, is it dull? I guess you can see it. The light hits it just right. I don't know. I don't know. I think I need a new mold and just use this one for concrete if I do it, like a powdered resin. These little turtles, they were a hot mess. They look like, I have to say, I demolded them when they were way too soft, laid them on my mat, they squished out, so they just kind of look like yuck, like blobs. So they're cute. Now these actually turned out really, really cute. These are the fish that I demolded. Oh, look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so pretty. It's the back of, they're so pretty. And here's the other. They're so pretty. And this was an extra as well. I had lots of extras because this is the one. Oh, I didn't mean to like plop it up like that. But look how gorgeous this one turned out. I love it. It's so cute. Look at the little froggy. Look. It's so cute. Hitching a ride on the back of the turtle. I do need to try to like paint their little faces. I have a hard time doing that because it's like, no, I can't paint very well. And this is white. And the black hats, you can see a little bit of sparkle in it, but look how shiny that is. This was a mess, the coloring. Now this, because after I poured it, I had to leave out, so I wasn't like you're babysitting it. You can see where the flowers rose up. So I think it kind of like melded down into the red, so I'm really hoping it didn't ruin it and take over the red or take over the shells. So I am going to demold it, and I let it set for a bit because I want these legs to really get cured good. So it's been setting for like over a day. There we go. Making that seal. With resin, you have to be super careful too because the edges can be very sharp. But I just needed to break that seal. Oh, okay, guys, I really hope this turned out beautiful, Lord. Okay, and I'll have to like try to snip that down a lot. It's nice and cured. Oh, okay. It's the red's still there. The flowers are not. You can see the stones in it right there. Eyes turned out really good in this one. I don't know, I kind of like it. It didn't take over it, but now the flowers are the only things that are not reflected. And then, so I'm kind of bummed about that, because you should be able to see like flowers through this. The chunky glitter sank into the red, and the red wouldn't look so red if it had the flowers in it. I don't know, I like it. It's very sparkly. She's cute. She looks happy. She's cute. Alright guys, I'll be back with some close-up pictures of this, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm glad there is still some red in there. But just kind of bummed that the flowers, you can't see them at all. Alright, well, I shall be back. Oh, you can see the one flower that's up there, so I guess there is one flower. Alright, y'all take care and have a wonderfully blessed day. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget JLU. Bye.